Paris in the spring. This principle very simply says that you are likely, you normally get that which you expect. So, why in the world would this be the case? Some people would say that it's a self fulfilling prophecy sort of thing, that you become determinative of your own future because of that which you will. Um, no. But it is a principle that aims in that trajectory. So I would say as it approaches infinity, that would be the case. But it isn't actually the case. You don't always get what you expect. And the more in which you expect it does affect it. But um, there's no end. There's no telos of that. It says that if you expect something, it's necessarily going to happen if you expect it enough. It's some of that same sort of nonsense you get from people that say, well, if you had enough faith, God would heal you. God would give you the answer to your prayers if you just believed hard enough. Which doesn't stand up to a very simple test, that of Jesus. Jesus didn't get that which he asked for in prayer in the Garden of Gethsemane. And he wanted it badly enough that he prayed for hours for it. And he was a righteous, in fact, the righteous one. And he sweat blood out of his pores because his desire for that change was so great. His stress for the situation was so great. And so there is a tendency, a principle, a norm, a probability, but there's not a certainty. And so I would say, I sometimes call this the green Camry principle because it relates in this fashion. In the year 2000, my wife and I bought a green Toyota Camry, a 1996 green Toyota Camry with the V6 in it. We lived in Maryland at the time, and there was only about 2 hours of the day that weren't rush hour, and so we had to constantly get into and out of traffic in a 6-lane divided highway or something, 4-lane divided highway, turning lanes, however that adds up. And so that was the car we got. And it seemed like after that, we were seeing green Camrys everywhere. Well, why? Well, because the brain is a fantastic filter. And so, although there's this wealth of information, this visual and auditory data all over the place, as well as other senses, your brain filters out the vast majority of it and brings to mind, brings to your attention that which it believes to be significant. And so if you own that type of car, your brain picks it out as significant. And so you're just seeing more clearly that which was always there. I would say similarly, Paris in the Spring says you normally get that which you expect because you're looking for it. You're finding evidence for it. You're finding opportunities for it. So you are amassing motivation and a whole filing system, if you will, of things that pertain to that expectation. So, for example, let's say you expect good out of somebody. Well, you're looking for it then, and you're encouraging it when you see it. You're praising it. You're changing. You're modifying, modulating the reality in which that person lives in because of your expectation. Now, does it cause it? No, it's not causative. That person has their own free will. So, similarly, then, if you're expecting good things to happen in your life, you tend to notice them. You focus upon them. You keep a Rolodex in your mind of them. And similarly, if you then are expecting negative things, that's what you notice. That's what you expect, so that's what you keep a running tally on. Paris in the Spring, you normally get that which you expect. So expect the things that you want.